And so we got special guests in the studio today, citizens. This is our first Friday of 2026.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And my good friend, one of the most esteemed, respected, credible journalists to ever come out of hip-hop journalism and beyond is here with us. She's a L.A. staple. She's the first female MC to get signed to a major record label here on the West Coast, and she goes by the name of the Poetess, the owner and founder of Morris Media. She's here with us today. Say hi to the Poetess. Poetess, what's up?
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, world.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, Poetess. And, you know, you and I have been talking, and I've come down to the Morris Media Studios in the past and had a chance to sit and talk to these amazing students of yours. These people are the pride and the future of broadcast journalism. And today we were able to bring some of them up to the studio with us today, Heather B. Who do we have in the studio?
We have the students from Parenting for Liberation.
Uh-huh.
And they went through our podcast boot camp. They learned how to produce and host podcasts. And all of them did such an amazing job, all their little personalities. But we hope their personalities come out today on the radio. But they did an excellent job. So hand claps for the crew.
All right, man. Parenting for Liberation. Amazing parents that showed up today with their children,
Yes.
which I think is amazing, to support your kids. I'm a father. Can we talk to Parenting for Liberation? We got Ivory. Who we got?
Ivory's here.
Ivory.
Hi.
How you doing, Ivory?
I'm great. I'm thrilled. I'm overwhelmed. It's amazing to be here. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Welcome to Sirius XM. What is Parenting for Liberation all about?
Thanks for asking. Parenting for Liberation is a nonprofit organization that was established 10 years ago this year by Trina Green with the purpose of helping black parents, black families disrupt intergenerational violence by learning empowered, loving discipline-oriented type of parenting practices and fostering community to allow for us to heal, for us to find joy, and for us to address trauma that we've experienced in our families and in our communities.
Mm-hmm. What kind of things do you experience from the students that run through your program? In what ways are you able to communicate with them and find out what's going on in their hearts and minds?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. And it's interesting that this podcast camp emerged because most of the organization's life has been focused on parents, hence Parenting for Liberation. But through the course of a family retreat that we have for the last few years that is called the Strong African American Families Program, we recognize that we have youth who have a voice, who have opinions, who we want to empower to be the next generation of activists and journalists and executive directors of nonprofit organizations that are going to help move our community forward. So the way that we learn what they care about, what they're focused on, is by having them have discussions during our retreat and then also through a survey. And then they are very vocal in general, so they told us a lot of their different opinions, and that's how we found out that they would be interested in having a podcast camp.
Y'all want a podcast, huh? I like that, man. So let's do this. That's my co-host right there. Her name is Heather B.
Hi.
You see these beautiful people on that monitor, on that TV monitor? They're in our New York studios right now. So they're in New York right now.
Hey,
the guy with the beautiful chain on, the big dookie rope, that's Mike Muse right there.
Hello,
Now,
young people. It's so good to meet you, and I'm so excited for the work that you guys are doing. Really amazing.
Okay, and the lovely person sitting next to him, she goes by the name of Tracy G.
Hey, y'all. So good to see you guys on the
Okay.
screen, to have you guys on the mic. This is incredible work that you are participating in. We're no longer passing down generational trauma, generational treasure. That's what we have in front of us.
That's right.
Wow.
That's a
Okay.
bar.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get to know some of the students that have come through this program. And I want to open up the phone lines. If you're tuned in right now, they range from what ages right now? From ages
10 to 16.
10 to 16.
17.
17. Okay, 10 to 17. Citizens, we need your help. Get to know our youth. Get to know these young folks. Call them up and ask them any questions. These are the future broadcasters of today. 888-742-33.
And they are not shy.
They're not shy.
Put that out
Okay,
there.
okay, good. 888-742-3345. I'm gonna let Tracy. Oh. All right, well, hold on. Pull back. We're going to go straight to it. I want to go straight to it. I want to start with Tracy G and Mike Muse to ask them some lovely questions. We have three people with headphones on right now. Let's start with the young lady. You want to do that, Tracy?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Well, the first thing, I would love to address you by your age, but your name, as well as your age. So tell us both of that and a fun fact.
Hi, I'm Lindy. I'm 12, and a fun fact about me. I gotta think about that. I performed in the King Parade last year.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have an obvious follow-up question for you, Lindy. How did you perform, and then what was your experience like?
I was on the drill team at my school, and it was fun. It was definitely a lot of work to build up to it, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Okay. Love.
All right. And so let me ask you this. What are some of your personal goals that you set for yourself?
I want to become a better dancer. I can already dance pretty well, but there's some things I want to improve on, as well as probably finding more hobbies outside of like being on my iPad or my phone, and going outside more and like making plans with friends, because I barely go out with my friends, so that would probably be another one.
Wow.
Can I say something to you? Is Wendy?
Lindy.
Lindy, you're looking at me, Heather. I'm over here.
Oh.
I know it gets confusing, Lindy. You have such beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
And a beautiful speaking voice.
Thank
and
you.
I would like to encourage you to look at people when you speak.
Okay.
Okay? Because you have such beautiful eyes and a voice that people would listen to. The moment you speak, you would have everyone's attention. So the same way you're looking at me when you speak, do that with everyone. Don't gaze off into the sunset and looking over and looking around, because it will appear that you're unsure about what you're saying. Okay? So look people in the eyes, because you have beautiful eyes already, Lindy. Use that to your advantage, and a great smile as well. Okay?
Let's give it up for Lindy. Give her a big round of applause. All right? Lindy, you should hand those headphones past those. And then Mike Muse. We got this amazing young man who was so impressive when I met him a few months back, when I got a chance to sit in a discussion along with Tavis Smiley and Dominique DePrima, and these beautiful kids asked us a lot of questions. Say hi to Mike Muse, bro.
Nice to meet you.
So good to meet you, my guy. I'm gonna do the same thing, Tracy. What grade are you in? And tell me some of the things you're interested in before I ask you my question.
I'm in the 9th grade. I'm just starting, and a few things I'm interested in is I'd say music and art. Yeah, that's two main things.
Nice, I love it. Well, now that you're interested in podcasting, what are some of the topics that you would like to talk about, or what are some of the topics that you have already begun to speak about? Give us some insight.
That's a good question. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could base like some podcast topics on what other people, like other radio faces, find interest in like what they've been like, just taking a look into what they do instead of just like
Great.
focusing on other topics, just like focusing on what they like to do, what they like to talk about.
So I would say,
What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, I'm Royalty. I'm Royalty Gale.
Well, it's good to meet you, Royalty. I just think I would give you a little bit of advice for you and for everyone else. I'm sorry, I may have asked a premature question. I thought you guys were already doing the podcasting. It sounds like you guys are just learning about the basics of podcasting. And so as you guys are learning about the basics of podcasting, I would just give you just one or maybe two tips. Start with things that you're interested in, right? That's what's going to make it more authentic. Don't talk about things that adults want you to talk about. Don't talk about things that you think people want to know about. If you enjoy playing with Legos, do a podcast about Legos. Why? It's because it will be authentic to you. It will be organic. You can have lots of conversations. You can talk about how you love building and connecting the colors and building worlds and creating dynamic scenes, right? And so you can go more in depth with people. You can ask people questions when they come on to your podcast about, when you were a kid, did you play Legos? What was a favorite thing you enjoyed about Legos? And so you can make a connection with people. People want to connect and are drawn towards things that they can tell that you're drawn to. If you sound scripted or rehearsed or adult themed, people may not gravitate towards that. And I know, Lindy, we were just talking about you love dance. Talk about dance, right? And why you love dance and your favorite dancers, and maybe Alvin Ailey or Beyonce or Usher or whoever you love to see dance. Talk about those type of things, and because those things are easy to help you develop your voice. Podcasting is much harder than people think that it is, right? And so if you're just easily discussing things that you're talking about, you get into a rhythm, you can work your muscles being your vocals and your mind. It will help you develop and broaden your world. And I think you're asking a really good question about challenging kids to play more, right? I think that's a great topic too as well. Like, how can kids play more? How can kids come off of their iPhone? And that kind of goes deeper. But again, that's exploring your curiosity. So for all of you in that room, do things that you are interested in, because when you are interested in it, you're going to enjoy it a lot more, and you're going to have so much more success, and it's going to be much more authentic. So those would be my pro tips for you out there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mike Muse. You like that information, Royalty? What does your name mean?
My name. That's a great question. I remember the origin of my name pretty well, but I don't grasp what my name means though.
Mm-hmm. That's your next task. Figure that out. Okay. So next time I see you, I'm gonna ask you that same question. All right. We're going to come back. We got more students. We're going to talk to them and take some calls. 888-742-3345. That's a sample of one of the podcasts that the youth are doing with Parenting for Liberation. And you can hear, Mike Muse, to your point, you can hear these students talk about things that are on their minds and on their hearts. And we have a few of those students with us today right now. Give them a big round of applause. We have Royalty speak on the mic. Lindy spoke on the mic. And we got right now joining us Alana. What up, Alana?
Alana!
There you go. Hey, Alana, what up?
Fire name.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Thank
Here,
you.
let me do that for you. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Alana, tell us about yourself and your involvement with this.
Hi, my name is Alana. I'm 17. And making a podcast, I made a podcast with my cousin. And it was like, when we first started, we didn't know what to talk about. But we're both in high school, and we've both been through so much in high school. We just decided to talk about things that we went through and how it affected us, and we gave advice to to possible students that would listen to it.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of it?
It was
The Real.
The Real, yeah, it was The Real.
How did it make you feel to be able to talk about these topics afterwards? Did it feel like a form of therapy for you?
It honestly did, because these are some things that honestly you don't know as a student how you can talk to your parents about these things. You don't know how they're going to react.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps having to talk about it with somebody. And then if my parents were to end up seeing it, then I'm like, okay, it was more comfortable for me to talk about it to them, not directly.
What's next for you?
What's next for me is I'm going to graduate high school right now. Woo! In 4 months. So I have to, I'm having to see what I want to do right now. still in between, but hopefully I do like to be in the spotlight. So hopefully the like radio podcast is something that I'll actually get into.
That's Alana. What do you think, HB? What do you think?
Alana, you are another one with a beautiful voice, an amazing voice, and an amazing personality. I can tell already. Pursue that. Even if you have to start off, if you decide to go to college, intern at a radio station or a podcast studio in the interim, learn as much as you can about the business that you want to be in. Don't just be a one-sided person. If you're going to get into broadcasting, get into editing, get into as much as you can as possible and learn, read books, watch other people that's doing it, and that'll add to your toolbox, so to speak. So when it's time for the Alana show, you are ready to go, girlfriend. Okay?
Already ready. All right. Give it up for Alana. And the organization, once again, is Parenting for Liberation. If people want to, enter their kids into Parenting for Liberation, how can folks find out more about it? Is there an address they could go to?
Yes, they can go to Parenting for Liberation's website, which is parentingforliberation.org, and for is spelled out FOR. They can also find Parenting for Liberation on Instagram and YouTube as well. And there's some examples of past programming for adults, for parents on the YouTube channel as well.
Okay, we got Naji.
Okay. Talking about podcasts, and there's also a Parenting for Liberation podcast that can be found wherever you access podcasts.
Okay, that's what's up. Parenting for Liberation. Naji, what up?
Naji.
How you doing, man? Give it up for Naji, man. He's up in the building. Look at this guy. Yeah. Mike Muse, this guy got a lot of style and pizzazz about him. What do you think?
I can see the vibes. Talk to us, young man. What grade are you in? And what are you interested in?
I'm in the 6th grade, and I'm interested in drawing and playing video games.
I love it. Well, first of all, I love you have a great text. You have a great character to your voice. I love the raspiness of your voice. One of the great qualities about radio is different sounding voices. And so you have a voice that will be very, very memorable. And so I love the raspiness of your voice. So I really want to big that up really quickly. Talk to me a little bit more. What type of video games you play?
I play like Fortnite or Roblox sometimes. I don't really get to play a lot because I don't really have a computer of my own to play on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Totally understand that. I think a lot of people don't have computers, so I get that too as well. I think a podcast for you then will be really great because you'll get a chance, if you may not be able to play the games on a consistent basis, the good thing about podcast and radio is you get a chance to talk about the games with consistency, right? And I think you can be reading up on the latest characters from Fortnite. What are they into? What's the latest character that got released? What are the characteristics, their strengths and their weaknesses? So since you don't play it every day, you can come off as like the research expert of Fortnite, right? And so you can spend your time kind of researching the characters, asking your friends what they like and what they don't like. And then you can bring your friends on to then have them talk about what it is they like, what they don't like, things you've heard about. Can they address it for you? And so I think those are really good. That's the beauty thing about like podcasts. It can be imagination, right? And so it can supplement you not being able to play it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, what you see in your future? You draw too? What kind of ideas you got? What you want to do with your future?
I always thought about being like a graphic designer or like a gamer one day.
Yo, I see that for you, Naji. I see that for this guy,
Naji.
man. You ain't even got to think about it. You on your way to doing it, okay? So you always got to claim it. So next time somebody say, what you do, what do you want to do with your future? Tell them, I am a graphic designer, okay? And a video game designer, all right? Naji, you're amazing, young man. Give it up for Naji. Heather, what do you think?
I love it. Naji, I'm a little confused, though. You said you don't have a computer to play the video game. What does that mean? Like a PS5 or something? What do you mean?
I had a computer I could play Roblox on, but I learned it was for like a school computer, so I had to give it back. But I still have my Nintendo, so I could play like other games, but I can't really play Roblox.
Okay, I think I know somebody that can probably help you. I'll talk to you after the show.
Oh, my
okay?
gosh. Heather's going to help Naji out. Okay. Look at Sterling got excited because that's Naji's brother.
That's his twin.
That's his twin. Sterling look like, yeah.
They're triplets.
They're
yeah.
triplets. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you guys are triplets? What Sterling? Let's say hi to Sterling. What up, man?
Hi.
Yeah. Now, where do you fall in the triplets? Are you the firstborn, secondborn, or thirdborn?
I'm the oldest.
You the oldest. Look at him, man. So you the big brother. Do they respect you as a big brother?
It depends.
It depends. What
It
advice
depends.
would you give, Sterling, if you had to speak to someone who was becoming a big brother for the first time? What are like 3 pieces of advice you would give them to help them prepare?
Just be like flexible, because sometimes your brothers will get on your nerves, and just they will get annoying. But always be flexible and don't be too hard on them.
Okay.
Wow. How are you able, when you're triplets, is it easy to establish your own identity, where people don't confuse you with them?
Well, yeah, because we have different faces and different hairs, and we have different personalities. So if someone thinks about us, and we won't really have a resemblance, because he is a graphic designer and he loves games and videos, but I'm more of a sports guy. I like to play sports and run and exercise.
Okay, you like me. He's like me, Heather. All right. Heather does our sports report. You know, maybe you can ask him some questions about your picks.
Yeah, who do you think's going to the Super Bowl, Sterling, this year? Is it football that you love, basketball? What's your favorite sport? Let's start with that.
My favorite sport is basketball. I watch football, but I don't really know the names of the teams.
All right, what's your favorite basketball team?
The Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay. All right. Now, how do you do in school, man?
I have good grades. I focus, but sometimes I get a little distracted because my friends will say something funny. But then
That happens to me as an adult here at work. It's all good.
Yeah, all the time, man. I think you have an excellent personality. You're very mature, right? And
Yes, he
you have a
is.
great disposition. I like how you carry yourself, and you seem like you're very patient as well. Is that true?
yeah, sometimes I get a little impatient, but other than that, I relax. I'm calm.
Okay, that's what's up. And you two look like models, man. Is that a dream of yours?
It depends. Like that will be a backup because my first will be like sports, getting into sports.
Okay, my man. I see that for you. I see your future right now. Don't forget me when you start winning championships, okay? All right, give it up for Sterling, all right?
My goodness. How old are you
Wow.
again, Sterling?
11.
11.
Sheesh.
Wow. Now, this young queen walked in and she blew us away with her outfit today, Heather. The wardrobe is on, is dripping on us right now. Let's welcome her to the show. Tell everybody your name.
My name is Nyla Richmond.
Nyla Richmond. How you doing today, Nyla Richmond?
I'm good.
Okay, say hi to Tracy G.
Hello.
Hello, Nyla. We love your fit. You just stand out. I feel like the colors you chose are a reflection of the spirit you possess. Very bright, very confident. You feel like you walk into a room and you own the space. Would that be accurate? Is that your goal?
Yeah.
I love it. If you don't mind sharing, Nyla, what are some of the conversations you're having with your friends these days? What are some of the subjects, no matter, which direction they go?
Gossip.
Wait, what's that? She said gossip?
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 We talk about like shade room gossip or like gossip with the folks that is in your school?
In my school.
In your school. So what's the latest gossip you talked about? I'm curious.
We haven't had any yet.
Look like you waiting for it. What happens if you're the topic of gossip? Has that happened before?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, hold on, Heather. You don't believe that?
See, that's the tricky thing about gossip. You know who you talking about, but you never know who's talking about you. So be careful with the gossip, okay? Be careful with it. That's the trickiest thing about gossip out here. But what I do want to say to you all, keep your names. I think you all have very beautiful and powerful names. Names that I would remember. I'm going to remember Royalty. I'm going to remember Alana. Like, I'm going to remember y'all's names. Like, I remember your names. Keep your names. It's important. A lot of times when you go into broadcasting or journalism or podcasts, people come up with names and nicknames and all kind of stuff. Keep your names. It's something that'll stay with you. Remember, your name has a meaning behind it. Remember that you should be a person of character. Are you building your reputation? Keep your word. People rely on you. Show up. If somebody tells you to be someplace at 1 o'clock, show up at 12:30 if you can. Be ready. Be on time. Do your research. Do your homework. Learn a new word every day. Read a new book. Find out as much as you can about what you love with sports. I love that you all have something different, but more importantly, your name and your reputation will bring you so far. Sway and I have known each other for over 30 years, and I know that seems like a very long time, and there were years and gaps when we did not see each other because I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey. He's from California. So there would be years when we would not see each other. But every time we would run into each other, it was always a great energy and a great vibe, and we were always very good to each other. And people remember that about you. People remember how you make them feel. They remember what you say to them. So keep that about you all, because you all have amazing qualities about yourselves going into this field, and I can't wait to see you all again in this field. Maybe you guys will give me a Sway a job one day. Okay?
It's Nyla, right? You'll give me a job?
Huh?
You'll give me a job when you become a boss?
Maybe.
I'm going to gossip about you. As soon as you leave, I'm gossiping about you now.
She going to talk about you first,
I'm
Sway.
going to talk about you. I got to gossip about you.
For a job
already, but give her a big round of applause. You did a great job.
so we can see you on
Lindy,
video.
Royalty, Alana, Naji, Sterling, Ivory, you all did a great job. Salute the Parenting for Liberation. Make sure you check them out at parentingforliberation.org. You can find out all the information. Thank y'all for blessing our show. Thank you for coming up here.
So much.
And this is PB. All of this is on film and all of it was live. I'm going to take a caller real quick out of Detroit, Michigan. Sean, what did you think of these young?
What up, though, Sean?
What do you think? What up, though, Sean? What do you think of these students?
What up, though?
Man, I'm so proud to hear young people doing positive things. Shout out to the parents for steering them in the right direction. Man, it's awesome.
Wow, thank you, Sean. We appreciate you, man. Have a beautiful day, and you a citizen.
That's Sway in the morning.
All right, once again for Parenting for Liberation and our future right here, right in front of us. We got to take some pictures. Y'all cool with that?